ba, ba. All right. What is good, everybody? Hope everybody is having a wonderful New Year's. Um, Today we're going to be doing a photo mode tips. I seen that nobody's haven't done any photo mode tutorials or anything like that, so I thought, why not? So let's get to this, man. Right now we're gonna be driving in my Porsche 993 911, and we're gonna head to a spot that I'm not sure if anybody knows about yet. It's pretty dope. I found it before, took some photos there, and it was sick. So let's get to it. Please excuse me. I am a little bit sick right now. Kind of sucks because I just got off from being sick, but I'm gonna make it. We're gonna get through this together as a team. Uh, um, I decided to do the photo mode because in real life I am a photographer. It's my passion. Uh, I love cars, so I started taking pictures of cars. It's one of my things. I'm an automotive photographer, but I also want to get into the lifestyle and beauty. You feel me? But I'm just moving here slowly. You can only do so much. But we are almost there. We're gonna make this turn right here. If y'all want to know where this is, all y'all gotta do is go right here where I am at right now. It's gonna be pretty much, oh, there we go, right here on the map. If you All you gotta do is find the spoiler rising, whatever it's called, and it's gonna be the road right here on the side. You're just gonna take this all the way down, and it's gonna take you to a special place. So let's go. But yeah, I am a photographer. If y'all would like, y'all can go ahead and go to my Instagram page. I'm over here redlining and crap. My Instagram page is Straight Raw Media, all one word. You can check out my work there. And yeah, but here it is. Look at this. Look at this place, man. Absolutely amazing. I took a few pictures here. I'm pretty sure y'all saw from the photos that I showed at the beginning of the video. This is a really dope spot, and you can take some really sick pictures here. And that's what I'm going to do for this one. I figured I'll just do the tutorial in here. And since the light is since the sun has gone down, it's going to be a lot better. It's going to be no bright spots or anything at the end of the tunnel, so we're going to be good. What I did last time, I'm going to show y'all right now. I'm going to go ahead and park up so I can get this little tips thing started. I parked up right over here with my RX-7. I parked up just like this. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so pretty much as soon as you go into photo mode, they're going to give you a little meter. It's the point. It's going to show you where you're focusing, but I mean, that's only if you want to know where you're aiming and focusing at. But that really doesn't matter. And you got your little focus in and out, all that blah 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 blah. Let's get to the good stuff. Alright. Alright, when you go to presets, you have, all these presets here: bleach, retro, orange and teals, black and white, sepias, all this stuff. All of these you can use. They will all produce really good pictures, but the ones that I mostly use on here is going to be the bleach, sometimes the retro, film stock is good, and the black and white. Those are pretty much the only three that I will use, but 95% of the time it's going to be bleach. All right, and this is pretty much the strength of how much you want to put on for that preset or that filter. Usually for video, if you go from the center for video, I do like 2 clicks to the left. All right, but I'm gonna show y'all my setup at the end. First, I'm gonna just show y'all everything about all the little steps and stuff about the photo mode. All right, next we got the exposure, self-explanatory. The higher, the brighter; lower, the darker. Chromatic aberrations. That's pretty much like it just brings out the RGB splits. The red, green, and blues. It just makes them stronger. All right. Focus distance. That's the distance on how much you want. How far you want it to blur out in front of you. I really wish that they had the focus blurred out on the foreground instead of just the background, because that would make for a really better picture. Um, but they don't. So I mean, beggars can't be choosers. I mean, but I'm still gonna beg because I mean, like, if you're gonna have background blur, why not foreground blur? I mean, just kind of makes sense because if you're shooting with a camera, it pretty much does both at the same times. So it's kind of weird how they only have the background blur on this game, but you got to do what you got to do. Hopefully in the future they can change that and possibly put foreground blur for us. That'd be dope. All right, moving on. Depth of field. That's pretty much the strength of the blur. If you put too much, it's gonna blur everything out. This and that, blah blah blah. So you don't really want to go crazy with that. All right. Lens lens distortion is pretty much just gonna bowl everything out. You can see like the lines on the side starts to round out and everything like that, putting the car more into focus. All right. I'm gonna show y'all. Yeah, trust me. I'm gonna show y'all like what I do to get like the best shots. The shots that y'all see at the beginning. Oh, and if you think I'm going too fast, you can go ahead and just rewind at any time. It doesn't matter, man. As long as y'all are getting what I'm saying, we're all good. Vignette. Another thing that's self-explanatory. Once you do it, gets darker on the edges. Film adds a film look to it. That's all it does. Blah blah blah. Damages. Usually everybody turns this off, to get the cleanest photo. But sometimes, that rough look looks good. That damaged look actually brings just a little bit more flavor to the picture. If you get what I'm saying. Yeah. Lens flare. Pretty much anything that has headlights is gonna just dim down. That's all it does. And then the driver, if you want the driver to be shown, that's what that does. Saturation, as you can see, the more you drop it, the less saturation, the less color. The higher, the more color. All right. Oh, the tints, red, green, and blue tints. The more, yeah. Well, it shows like just like this, yeah. And that goes for the green tints, the green and the blue as well. It does all the same thing. It just produces, Actually, that looks really dope. All right, contrast. The more contrast, it brings more of the shadows and highlights out. Just, yeah, you don't really want to go too high on this game, and you don't want to go too low, because, yeah. Oh, crap, I kind of forgot that I had the film on here. But, yeah. Alright, pretty much now that we got that out the way, I'm going to show y'all what I do to get the photos that y'all see. Alright. Like I said, 95% of the time I'm using bleach, and usually I'm gonna just show y'all a photo first. For photos, I just bring it up one click, 1 or 2 clicks. That's as high as I'll go. And then if you don't want that much, just 2 clicks either way. 2 clicks left, 2 clicks right. That's pretty much all you need. Uh, Exposure, I really don't touch it. Um, I really don't touch it because if you look at the picture from from your computer or your mobile phone or anything like that, if you just drop it down just 1 or 2 clicks, it's gonna look ridiculously dark. And then I would rather have it higher than lower. That's pretty much what I'm gonna say from there. Chromatic aberrations, I really do not touch because sometimes I don't know. I just haven't gotten to that point where I just needed it. But it will be a day where I will get pretty good. This is like for abstract. I love abstract, but right now I just haven't found that scenery for it yet. Focus. Usually I found a new focus distance. I just put 2 clicks. If anything, I'll go like to the center and I'll go back 3 clicks right there. And then if I'm 3 clicks right, if I go to the center and I go, to the right 3 clicks, then my depth of field is going to be centered. So that way, as you can see, it has a nice, really smooth background to it. And it makes the pictures look really good and focus in on the car a lot more. But I found a new one. If you also want to try it, it's going to be 2 clicks, like 2 clicks in on the focus distance and then 4 clicks in on the depth of field. And that right there is more for video. All right. So for photos, you go to the center in depth of field, and then you go to the center in the focus distance, and you just go over 3 clicks to the right. This is for photo. All right. For video, just from right to the left, just 2 clicks on focus distance, and then for depth of field, 4 clicks. Cool. Cool. All right. Let me put this back to photo. All right. Lens distortion, 1 click. I usually just do 1 click because if I just leave it where it's at, it just looks too flat to me. So I'll just put 1 click to bring more focus into the car, and it just makes everything look more dimensional to me. All right. Vignette, same. 1 click. That's all you need. It's either 1 click or just leave it. Just leave it just with nothing. All right. Film, I only do film grain with classic photos if I'm using like a Volkswagen or like the or the was like the Chevy pickup truck that they have on here. That's the only time that I use it for like the vintage looking type of photos. Body, I usually keep this off so that way the car looks clean at all times. Flare, I love flare. Flare actually brings a lot of flavor to the look of a car. Like I'm gonna show you, and depending on the angle that you get, you can actually really get a really good picture with flare. So that's why I love flare when it comes to pictures sometimes. But all right. But yeah, and then the driver thing, driver in or out of the car or whatever. Saturation, I usually 1 click up just for saturation. Um, that's just to bring a little bit more color into the picture. And then for the red, green, and blue, do nothing to them unless you want to. Like I said, like, you know, this looks really, really dope. Like, yeah. Contrast, I usually leave it in the center, or I go to the left one click. Usually I'll go to the left one click, because if you go to your computer, like I said, if you go back to your computer or your mobile phone or something like that, it's actually going to look darker. So it's better to just, you know, uh, bring it over one click to the left, so that way you can actually bring the shadows. Like, you see how the blacks are just really dark. Breaking it over one to the left will actually bring everything out, and so that way everything is, you know, you get more dimension in your photos and videos. All right, so for my setup, here we go. All right, photos, like I said, photo setup. All right, right here, I'll go to bleach. I'll put it to bleach, and I'll bring it up like 1 or 2 clicks. All right, for exposure, 0. For this is for photo. All right, so let me start over. So, all right, so go to preset, go to bleach. 95% of the time, bleach. For photo, strengthen it, 2 clicks to the right, 1 or 2 clicks to the right. That's it. Exposure, keep it centered. Chromatic aberration, none. Focus distance, that's pretty much going to be like 1, 2. I'm not even going to count that. Just go to the center and then just go 3 clicks to the right. 1, 2, 3. Boom. There you go. And then for the depth of field, just go straight to the middle. All right. Lens distortion, 1 click. All right. Vignetting, 1 click. That's it. That's how you darken up the picture right there. All right, film, like I said, I only do this for vintage looking, you know, vehicles. Body, off. Saturation, up 1 click. That's it. Like, it's already up 1 click, so like go from the center and then just 1 click to the right. All right, contrast, 1 click to the left. All right, from the center, 1 click to the left, just like that. And then for the focus distance, like, you know, that's kind of dope right there. But usually, take that off. I go like this. All right, so as you can see on the focus distance right there, the little bar, the top right there, I count as 1. All right, the second line, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, the farthest that I will take it is 5, pretty much, like 5 to 6. But mostly I'm staying around 4, like 1 through 4. That's pretty much it. Usually I'll stay around, like, most of the time, all the pictures that I'm doing is going to be at 3, but you can do 4 or 5. But just leave it, you know, just go up to the top. 1, 2, 3, just like that. And that was kind of weird too. Hold on, like, what the heck was that? Oh, I think it's kind of. Oh, you see what happened? Look at that. I guess it has something to do with the photo mode or something like that. I don't know, but that is serious. But it's just too dark now. All right, yeah. See, all right. Go 1, 2, 3. 2 and 3 is pretty much like my sweet spots right here and here. Look at that. And from here, this is where I do all of my videos as well. 2 and 3 usually. 2, 3, and 4. 4 I do a lot for video, but for photo, I'm right here. 2 and 3. And look at that. And then from there, you can get like all these focused in shots. Look at that. You can get the dust and the wheel. That's a shot right there. That's a shot right there. That's a shot right there. And you get the painting in the background. This is dope. Alright. For video, usually you can be around 3 and 4, 4.5, something like that. You know, those right there is sweet spots for video. That's for the focusing. Alright, for the filters, usually for the filters you want to go to the center, 2 clicks down. So that way you can get more dimension in the colors. And if you want to edit. Alright, and then when you go to the focus distance, all you want to do is go 2 clicks and 4 clicks. 2, 3, 4, like that. That's how it works. That's how you want to look for focus distance, 2 clicks to the left, and then depth of field, 4 clicks. Lens distortion is going to be the same. Everything else is going to be the same in here. And then vignetting, you can do 1 click or no clicks. And then for saturation, it's going to be the same. It's going to be 1 click to the left. I mean, for contrast, it's going to be 1 click to the left, and saturation is going to be 1 click to the right. So that way you get a lot of color. You get the color back, and everything has more dimension to it. Trust me, it's going to look good. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and to give everybody a heads up, everything that you see that I'm filming is on Xbox. It's going to be on console. I don't have a PC, so this goes for everyone that has like a Xbox or PlayStation. And yeah, so hopefully this helps y'all out. If y'all liked what y'all have seen, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're new and you like to see more content like this. And drop a comment down below. You know, give me your questions on what's your favorite preset on here, what you like to use, and if you want, you can use this preset if you want. That's why I'm giving it out there to you. And oh, and before I end this video, I just want to give a big shout outs to Eloquence. He is somebody that I found on SoundCloud. This is the music that y'all been here for this for the time on this video. He doesn't have too much music out there, but his music that he does have is fire. Like it's been, you know, something been music that I really like. So if you're a big music fan and you like this kind of music, go check him out on SoundCloud. I'm gonna leave his description. I'm gonna leave his link down in the description below so y'all can check him out. And yeah, that's like one thing that I really try to do is try to support the music that I put on my videos, because you know I'm not really getting, you know, I'm not getting paid for this. He's not getting paid for this. So I mean, why not just show the love? And I'm gonna just end it there. All right, peace.